to this discussion live on SLBC TV as well as radio 99.9 FM. Today, as we all know, June 5 every year, the World Environment Day. Today, we can talk on waiting Kyomak in say Kapusen sword when are inspired by nature for climate for our future. That's not the main talk for this year. But for take me through, people that really know about within the environment, how and all other issues, especially where they talk about climate, our future. We get Sheikh Tunis, who is the Executive Director for the National Protected Area Authority. Welcome to the program, Sir Sheikh Tunis.
Thank you.
Okay, I also get Bala Amarakasikaran, founder, I get the name right, for Takugama Chimpanzee. Bala, good afternoon, welcome to the discussion, sir.
Good afternoon, happy to be here.
Okay, we also get Sunkita Conte, we are the Managing Director of Namati. Welcome to the program, Sunkita.
Thank you.
All right. We can look at like I tell you that today, it's the World Environment Day, and we almost say that a day will the world set aside for talk around issues that we get for do it. How we mortal money, that thing they unbog the ground. People then know say when them born you can at this whole limit and go on then they and then go on and they then get benefits. But to people when I was people if I say then go on then we safe as mortal man, we don't unbog them. So then they get back to it. But they can look at generally what make we can do discussions, and this are for just make the public understand the action way specifically on the Western Area Peninsula National Park. We dey zoom into them. While they zoom into this, if people remember, this is one place where government say, waiting, if we don't hamburg all side, we don't pull all side, but on one side way stranger can't to my them picking themselves when they not born it to car and member. But report is safe. Like that side is safe. We don't do good. But for take me through some of the issues there, so we don't get them people that don't call. But later we will also I will shortly introduce William. We come up from the technical coordinator for nature nourishes project, because in fact this Western area, Peninsula National Park, now one person we don't do a lot of work around that to go talk to. But I want to start with you, Sheikh Tunis. When a day like this can come, when the theme they talk around inspired by nature for climate for our future, how important this day be when we all know what we as a country they go through in terms of environment?
I think every day for be World Environment Day, but a good that we don't decide on one day. So the best thing we can do today now for reflect on how the World Environment Day right now. What's our individual contributions to working with the sea? What do we understand by environment? The space, the ground, the sky, the breeze, the water, everything where you eye the sea and one way you eye know the sea. The animal, the human being, where it is between. So everything connects. Every action you take, even when you grab in the morning, you come up from your bed, you come outside, it affects the environment. So today, what do we for do? They mark this day so that we as human beings will go reflect, say, what me don't do from where I born to this to today, where it make A, B, C, D they happen, or where it make this and that they change. For example, when we been to go school, Fruitoya and Albert Academy, we been to go sit down and then pack them. But today, all them pack them don't go. Pack only that we won't be to go work at a central. We be pack them all they go see. But that places they all don't go. They don't build it, they don't change everything. So let me reflect how the changes that happen, within the cause them. Waiting at we your individual contribution. Don't forget about other people and contribution. Don't forget about climate change for a minute. Let everybody ask themselves. What's in your individual contribution where it don't make things to change? And then you can calculate based on that and know what's in your footprint and why A, B, C, D they happen.
Okay, I still about whole Tunis, because I just don't tell people until they zoom into the Western area, National Peninsula Park. briefly, I'll make you talk about maybe somebody with the area for the first time. How important this area be? Who they talk about, which you already they talk about, how they protect some of the nature as well.
The number one thing where everybody for think, if we feel say we get light problem in Africa, now that's if we feel say government is spend money for light and therefore the place that down in Nanati, what's in the major issue we will face if Western Area Peninsula Park get destroyed. 90% of the clean water we dey drink na Freetown. Now Western Area National Peninsula National Park it come up. We get 61 catchment area. Now Western Area National Peninsula Park. Just a few one that we everybody they talk about. Guma Dam, Congo Dam, Charlotte, but minus them big three. You get almost every community that this Western area they drink from that park. Now, that must stop. The park, God created her, they put her in the middle, the whole city they under the park. What's in the happen? When it rains, then trees and where they need it. Then they hold the water for let it not run down for can cause flooding. We know everybody in Africa on so rock. That park, then they hold that rock together. When you remove the trees, the soil, they shake. Then rock then they move. You remember what happened 2017 August? Now the dirty way he moved at the park. Then cut her down where he killed people. And not to God one, not to devil one. Now we individual actions. What will they do to the park? How will they visit the park? How will they go smoke weed there? How will they go build houses there? How will they go cut trees there? How will they make charcoal? Or how will they even buy charcoal? We will not say now they come out. You know, every action we take, it reduce which water you get for drink. If we continue for invade that place there, I bet everybody, not only grandpicking, we say at the time of the old, will not get forget water in that place.
Okay, I will come back to it. You might bring in Bala. Still the question where I asked to tune it in relation to this Western Area Peninsula National Park. I will make you touch on that. But again, for somebody where so much attached in life, in hearts to within the ground, within God don't give you. When you know June 5, when a World Environment Day, what could be the reflections?
I think it has to be a collective something. It cannot be left to a few conservation organizations or a government agency. I think it's going in a bad way where every one of us needs to get involved. That's the message. Even today, just before coming here, after planting 5,000 trees, as how Sheikh said, that for some of us, it's every day is Environment Day. We don't need to be here we can't even call it celebrate, because you will cry when you go around the park, the kind of destruction that is going on. So we are here to commemorate the day, and as he says, to give out a signal, to educate people and create awareness. That's the best we can do. But at the same time, do some real action. When you talk about climate change, and theme is climate change this time from UNEP, what is that? What does that mean? That means Mother Earth is sending a signal to us humans, that you cannot continue like this. And what signals we choose to send back. It has to be all about ecosystem restoration, about reforestation, in terms of other pollution, plastic, I mean all sorts of things. If we don't do that, we are doomed. I mean, as he said, we depend on the water for Western Area. Not even water. I consider Western Area Peninsula is the lungs for Freetown. The beautiful fresh air we breathe is not by magic. If you go to other places, you go to places like Delhi and all, people suffocate, people wear masks, people don't come out of the houses sometimes. We are taking it for granted. It is happening because that forest is standing. It is absorbing all the CO2 and giving out clean air, clean oxygen for us through the night. That's doing it. That's why we are able to breathe. We don't feel suffocated walking in Freetown, but we will if we continue to do this rubbish what we are doing. So it is a collective response by everyone. I think government agencies, they are underfunded, so they are finding it very difficult to meet expectation by conservationists like us, but it has to be a collective effort. Private partnership needs to happen.
So that collective effort, you know,
Yes.
day over the years.
On and off. It's not consistent. That's what we need to do. Like today, we were planting trees with orange. They said they would like to help us to protect the catchment. Okay, fine, come and plant. We have a catchment that we planted with UNDP help, over 103,000 trees last year. Then suddenly another bunch of hooligans came and destroyed over 3,000 trees. But I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to ship the line because they're destroyed. So I told them, if you want to plant back where they destroyed. So we still stand the ground. We don't, because it has become a problem now, we keep shifting the national park boundary. That should stop. There is nothing to shift anymore. We got to a point, the whole place is under threat, and we are doing the worst thing for our children. The way it continues, we are basically digging the grave for our children.
Okay, Bala, you say, you know, the Western Area Park na the lungs of Freetown. Women say by waiting the ordinary person they listen go say, now like waiting they make you they blow every day. So in the event we left waiting they make we blow every day, it go well. Waiting will be the problem.
You will have a lot of problem. You will go to the hospitals, you will people, I mean, if you go to like India, like New Delhi, the capital city, the amount of people going to the hospital every day, simply with lung problems, asthma, all kind of problems associated with breathing the bad air. We are blessed to have this beautiful Western Area Forest Reserve, and we are not taking care of it. The water, I mean, Congo Dam and Takiyama Dam that Takugama is proud to have protected all these years, that is supplying water for over 200,000 people. It's not coming by magic. It is because of the protection we have given there. So I think, like how the ED said, there are not just these two catchments. I mean, you're talking about 60 catchments or something. Each one is a reservoir. People in Freetown need to look at up the forest and think, this is our water tank. Think, bring it down to think, just like how when we build our bloody houses, we are putting tanks to think water will come from your tank. But the water has to come from these catchments to come to your tank. And that is that whole peninsula, 17,000 hectares of rainforest. That is your water tower. And don't forget that. We cannot just shut our eyes as if that will continue to exist. No, it is going before our eyes.
Okay, I'll come back to you, Bala. I'm bringing you so Peter. We normally don't do a lot of work with and so you know how we are self-rewarded in relation to waiting. We don't listen to what Bala say. Now, like waiting will make we still team up and drink water and get you know get rain, get light and get things. Also we go able for breathe with fresh air. Don't they go down the drain? You know they just get statistics of 17,000 hectares. You know, if you can't talk now to you know the people who don't do so much so Raven and William who I will talk to that later. Most of them things and don't they go. How worrying this situation be because the discussion today they look at the Western Area National you know Peninsula Park.
Thank you so much for having me on this program, this particular day. I mean, listening to Bala and Sheikh, you will get the impression, say, and rightly so, that we are a blessed country. But the reality is we're also very reckless in how we manage the natural resources we got on foot in our hand. Now, this situation not only just Freetown no more, although we focus on Freetown today, across the country, we don't see, say, all the ecosystem there, all we big bush there, we forest there, where we get, all the depreciate. Because if you go back 50 years ago, okay, more than half of this country been covered in forest.
Yes.
But if you look right now, the original forest that we've been there, they're not there again. Less than 5%, 9 left. And Freetown also now we see on a daily basis. We see how we as ordinary people they be very reckless with waiting God on putting our hand. And not only that, we also see say the one that within our authority, the government them, not they take this problem seriously. That's not the reality. Because if you're not government, you're in charge, you're in control, you get the police, you get the courts, you get NPA, you get forest guards. How you want to tell me say you're not able to protect 17,000 hectares of land inside your capital city? But then you go grab the talk, say, well, will they protect the territorial integrity of Sierra Leone, way big past 17,000 hectares? If you able to protect that one day, then 17,000 are nothing for you. But then what will they see now that the people that we're connected to either government or we're not party to government people them or we get money, now then they go
instigate the breach of them forest places just so. When you drive past and you see what's in the happen, you see houses them built all over the place. Inside area when a protected area, when a public property, we mean to say nothing else apart from tick and animal, not for the inside that park there.
Yeah.
But now you go see houses. I mean, a year and a half ago, I've been going with CNN for go do some interview. Whilst we do the interview, smoke me the rise up.
So
She also causing me the bond.
Yeah.
Exactly. So my own point is, if government thinks say this not just now we all for can't talk and deal with this thing. Me view that no, government get a role for play. When it comes to the issue of policing, we come to the issue of enforcement. The law don't pass. The law say this is a protected area. Okay, then they very clear. It means to say no go put horse there, no go cut stick there, no go burn anything there. You they protect the whole country, and you need to protect 17,000 hectares. That is not irony. That's the irony. So my view is that they're no one for taken seriously because there are people who, when they connect to government, we don't already in a party to the breach, and that's not supposed to happen. And we joke with this because the forest they go right now. We don't lost 30% of the forest na Freetown. The Peninsula Forest, 30% don't go. So now waiting left now 70%. So if we go at this rate, by the time they say 10 years time, there will be 0 trees left in the Peninsula Park.
If we continue this way, what's in the future hold for that place there?
We all go for move from Freetown. We could become climate refugees. That's not the reality. We don't see them in other countries. Cape Town, for example, in South Africa, then we almost get to a point where then they run out of water. An entire city, we almost run out of water. Why? Because of issues. Now we own natural reservoir. We get with forests, we give we water, and Freetown is really populated. Not so small numbers in the Freetown. Okay, and what for the thing, but now for increase the forest, in fact, not for the can first for say we can protect them and then we depreciate them, every single day. So we need for wake up. Me, quite frankly, I don't tire for talk about this issue. Not a problem again. Now we no one for solve them. Now the one that we're in authority, no one for solve them. The one that we get power, where we put in charge of the country. If they want to solve the problem, then go solve the problem. There are ways in which you go solve the problem. You go prevent person from go say I go build house there or I go take land there. There are means we can utilize for stop them from doing that. But quite frankly, I don't think we want for do them as a government.
Okay, I will come back to you. Sonkita. William, I want to welcome you again to the program. William are the WFP Technical Coordinator, Nature Nourishes Project. Welcome to the program.
Thank
William.
you for having me.
Okay, so we'll talk around. We don't do a lot of studies on the Western area Peninsula National Park on worrying numbers as given by Sonkita, 17,000 hectares of rainforest, but by what they said on they do 30% of that one day done they lost, and they don't talk about what in the future will hold. You take me through what we don't foresee because we don't do first time on waiting already. Things say it's a worrying situation at that forest.
So the future it really look for all of us inside Freetown, as Sonkita said and Bala said. We're really blessed, beyond water. That forest is such a beautiful place. Now really, we cultural identity in Salon. Sierra Leone is Lion Mountains, and those mountains are the Peninsula National Park. And Mina and our number 2 are there. You see people every week, they go make gliding at the beach. They love to look at that place. So that other value that we shouldn't look beyond. And things are not easy in the country, as Mr. Tunis said. People they cry for light, but when water not there, things are really going to be serious. And I know we Salon people, we like enjoyment back, and when we don't get fine place to go enjoy that back, it gonna be a real travesty for we people. So really, how things are going, as you said, we are WFP, we are monitoring the situation, and as Sonkita again said, it's sad. We come to say the same thing every 6 months. You understand? And when we call them in English like a slow-moving accident. You can see every single 6 months in 2022, with the current report say we don't lost another 700 hectare, we don't lost another 1,000 hectare, and really this collision course to disaster we're on is entirely preventable. It just needs we for all come together and to take action.
What have been doing in Surveyor? One of the things they want to notice, illegal housing and do quarrying, charcoal production, and they even, they also do Jamba Business Day. When they do then see again, nobody no go just go inside a forest day if somebody no day for. I will talk to Tunis on that later, because by law now then they protect the inside and they wanna see the amount of the tier I just mentioned, whether they burn charcoal, be legal structure, even enough for the inside the place.
Sure, even when if anybody drive around the park, so WFP would monitor the park from space, but you don't need to monitor it from space to see the destruction. You can just move around the Peninsula Road, you see the destruction all sides. The number of quarries, like now, we see in McDonald's since I think the last 12 months, one huge quarry, which it don't spring up. And the really important thing to know, government, they really recognise the importance of Bree Park in 2013. They don't make our national park, which is now the highest level of protection for a protected area. And for national park, as Sonkita said, you're not supposed to for build posts, you're not supposed for farm anything, for quarry. So the most important thing is to enforce the rule of law. And the rule of law, now for everybody. So the problem when you have laws and you not enforce them consistently, now when problems can come up, and I think this is now the issue that we have right now. So all of these activities that are going on inside, they're not supposed to be going on inside. So we just need for cut all of these different activities and let the park how it's supposed to be protected under the law.
Okay, Mark Anthony now Tunis. What are the urgent actions then besides by law now for the go man, for the go watch the inside and the. But I know if I asked you, so you still go talk about maybe the challenges, William just talk about if you want monitor the Western Peninsula, not to really go to the plane, actually for the physical as a result of all the actions there. What are the urgent things you want to think say for do? For more not continue, now 30% of your tell us until we can next year, WFP will tell about 50% loss or 40% loss. We're really worrying. And beside the action, what don't they do for protecting siding?
So I thank everybody. I thank all them players in there. A very difficult that any society, where the society not believe in the law, where the society decide not to follow the law. The problem that Western Area Peninsula, not to just law enforcement. If now 1, 2, 3 people and they do something easy, I don't count this short time, 3 months. I don't win 50 cases. I don't care them going to court. I don't win them cases and don't put them in jail. But how many people I get for arrest and lock up? It reached 2 weeks. I did care people and going to sell police, and they say the cell don't flop. We don't get space for arrest for lock up anybody more.
They're like grabbers in there.
Yes, and at the pool then you go run inside them for pool at the pool then with the work at say pass we bring the candle in a CID, and this all the cost we time and money. But that not so just the problem how for prosecute. We did try for prosecute, but how many people that you get for prosecute for let somebody afraid? We feel say the jail, but the times you dey hold somebody for court tree where give and take one tree and they take 50, 60 years old tree. They go court and then they go find that person 50,000 euros. We can do with that. We get for change things like that. So for deterrence, another thing, we get for reach out. And like I say, citizens get for take their responsibility as citizens. If not, the effect. Now, we all, not to just check our Tunis or MPA, but SLPC workers are not get for able can work.
Sure.
AYP workers are not get for able can work. And why are they zeroing on the media? Most time people they know the land, and media get for pass this conversation to the average person. Frankly speaking, Sierra Leoneans know nothing about protection. We need to get out and tell people that. Because where I can go arrest somebody for burn charcoal, in a charcoal you go hold person for.
So the person don't even know the law.
And not even know say what they do then you go call somebody where they cut timber and ask you, now for timber one can you go to Pademba road? I mean, like that thinking, we get for help change it.
Okay. And I come back to on gentlemen, the program where you listen and watch, and a special program on World Environment Day. And inside the program today, we get Sheikh Tunis, we are the Executive Director for National Protected Area Authority. We get William Hopkins, we are the WFP Technical Coordinator. We get Bala we are the founder of Takugama Chimpanzee, as well as we get Sunkita Conte, we are the Managing Director of NAMATI. We are a legal research organization. You listen and you listen on both radio as well as on television on 99.9 FM. We just want to make you, if you didn't really just listen, but if you don't, you watch you on TV, maybe look at some of you, what they can show you, the real issues on hand, and what to, obviously like then we panelists and just they talk. When they just show the real, and then we'll come back to them for to be discussions for them.
Inside 2017, one bad landslide happened at Motome, where kill over 1,000 Salon man and woman them. People and wake and meet and fumble them and property all don't bear under boku doti. The water crisis self don't begin bet with sober one. Pump and water side and on the dry. But all the law where Papa government don't put for protect with forest, we Western Peninsula Park still lay under attack. Because people are not make Tkangayes for Brookstone, plant jamba, burn charcoal, and build os outside and send for bill. If we check the size of the forest we don't destroy, Ibokupa so he puts 9,000 football field together. The park will be the look with glady now we hat, don't turn bonnet and pain now we eye. If we continue like this, by 2035, nothing no go left. Where government see the good thing them where the forest they bring to the Freetown people, like the water where we they drink, the fresh breeze where they blow, the way how we they protect we from flooding and them bad landslide them, and the copper where they put our pockets. Now I make in 2013, then declare the Western Area Peninsula Forest a national park by law. This one where governments do enough for sure we say we need for protect and safeguard the forest where the help Buma Valley for give safe drinking water to we all. Even the name Lion Mountain, where they can call Salon, now because of this forest. By law, nobody know for build house, burn charcoal, broke stone, mine, kill wild animal, plant rest or do any other farming activity outside government don't say na national park. Nobody know for the collect copper outside other people and they suffer. The park na for all Salon man. If the park no dey, we no go get water, the country no go fine, and we no go get nothing for the Bambai. Time don reach for we left for make like we no know and understand the law. Time don reach for make we come together as Salon man and woman them for protect we own. Let we left for fet nature, so nature no go fet we back. Let we all join on and protect we water, we freedom, and we identity.
Interesting videos there could see of waiting, WFP don't do a lot around, the Western area, national park. I want to bring you in Bala. That picture just show the level of waiting we did, the statistics where, Sunkita gave out 30%. Huge structures, not so poor man they put down structures then they did. In fact, you now one of the people they affected by all waiting they go on. So Sunkita raised an important on how again the policy makers and the one they will for take the law also not do a blind eye. You will say yourself they face the same experience with which you face already. Chimpanzee.
It's a running battle every day, to be honest. And it's crazy because it's not just the forest, it's a catchment, right? And nobody should be building there. It's not just about the forest and the air and the water. How about hygiene? Right now, Takiyama axis, along that valley, they are building houses 100 meters from the Takiyama Dam. That means you are allowing people to build houses, cesspits, toilet pits, right? Everything is coming down to Takiyama Dam. And that's the water that is coming to Babadori. And I don't think Guma has all that money to purify all of that. Maybe they are just simply chlorinating it and sending it. That means these are all very polluted water we'll be drinking all the way down to Hill Station. Possibly that's the water even going to the President's house. This is the way we need to look at these problems. It is not just one thing. It is causing a lot of problem. And there shouldn't be anything standing there. Nothing. If there is lawlessness, that is why we have a government. Put the law in place, right? Our problem is we need to move from commitments and promises into action. We need to move to the action. We need to. It happened last year when the president really got mad. He sent the bulldozer and openly to the public he even said he pulled money out of his pocket.
Personally, money.
That means he got frustrated to a point. He said, things are not working. Let me send a bulldozer and set an example.
But if we didn't bulldoze at them,
But it's one off. He came, we did it. We removed one side of the place. We immediately planted. We contacted UNDP and international partners. They came in and they said, okay, let's rebuild that place, what we lost. But the same people moved to the other side now.
Yes.
Now they are going as business as usual. They are destroying. And when we go and ask and challenge, big names are coming up. Someone connected to someone. You know what I mean? Lands come there. They want to pass the line. That's so funny. Before the line used to pass straight. Now the line is zigzagging because it is leaving some houses and going. So it's crazy. This is the reality.
Yes, James, I see you want to add if I can.
No, you see, let me reflect again. Which action we will take moving forward? I usually listen, when I listen to Bala, sometimes I smile. For 32 years, he's been in this ecosystem, doing everything he can. And for 32 years, things are deteriorating. It's time for us to reflect on the possibility and the impossibility. What we can do. How can we zero in on this? Last night, around 1 o'clock, we were having exchanges.
2 o'clock we were
2 o'clock, we are having exchanges on this issue. And a very friendly spot. Here is what I think. As an authority to protect this ecosystem, we should seal it off. We've tried a lot of things. We arrested people, locked them up. We have placed pillars. There are even communities that created their own pillars to protect. But things are still deteriorating. How about we put all our effort in sealing this place of the money we use to seal this 17,000 hectare? It's a penny compared to the impact it will create if we don't do, if we continue doing what we are doing. What we are doing currently is arresting Jack, lock Jack up, while Moses and Ahmed doing the same thing somewhere else. There are only 300 game guards in the western area. We have both terrestrial and wetland to protect. When we dispatch those 300, they cannot cover everywhere. But it's like mad rush. Everybody, from the poorest guy to the richest guy, everybody's trying to build a house for themselves. Government does not have a land to give anymore. The only real lands in Sierra Leone are the defense for this city. Okay, the real lands we have available to the public or to human beings for construction are the lands that will protect this city, not only from climate change, but from flooding, from disease. Like Bala was saying, sometimes when I reflect, when I look at the situation, I ask, do I want my kids to grow up in Freetown in another 20 years? Do I really need to have a child? If the condition continue like this, he was talking about breathing. Trust me, we pollute everywhere. The only thing that is holding, that is sinking all this pollution is this place. But this place is moving at the fastest pace. I don't want to explain the problems the authority face because everybody in Sierra Leone face problems. But we own this country. We own that park, the responsibility to protect it.
So Sonkita will move from this too many, awareness to the real action.
I mean, for me, it's very clear. There's a parable saying that before foot, beyond foot, they fall. Not so? Good. The one that we do before don't set the example of recklessness, of treating the park with levity, saying, na sorry for making money, for go put us. So if the poor man, the ordinary man on the street, see that minister in Paddy, that person way in a parliamentarian, or that person way in a government, they go brush and put us there, then you can't tell them with a straight face, say, hey, this is a national park, no go there. No. Instead they go cut in tick for go burn in charcoal. Why you go tell you say that man belong, that minister don't go put us there, or that parliamentarian don't go put us there, or that civil servant don't go put us at the place there. So now we don't start them. We get educated, we get small money within a government, we connected to government, we get paid in a government. Now we don't start them. So I think say for let we get any meaningful solution, the solution for start with the one that way begin the problem. You get hundreds of houses where they don't go build in that place the way. Now, where they're illegal structure, and they're not supposed for the day. And if something not supposed for the day, what if you do for, with for pull and commodity? Number one, and this is where I will propose to you. I don't propose that to other government officials. Okay, there is a way where you can deter people from seeing the park as a potential source for go sell land and for go build house. Okay, the park now protected area. It means it's a public property. Now, your authority can go to court right now, go get a judgment against. Not all man, just select a few, but get a collective judgment say any structure within the national park, okay, where under the law protected is illegal and as such cannot be there. That's not one. That's not one thing you can do. Number two, you also say any conveyance where they don't register with OAIG, any plan where they don't sign and with surveys, they're nullified and cancelled because then go put them in a side where they're not supposed to put them. Okay? Now, if we do that one day, it will bring an end to encroachment because say if you go say and go buy land na Peninsula Park, you do waste your money for nothing.
Yeah, because if you go for register
and then once you get that one, you're free for go broke any single house within inside there. My own view is every single structure within the park should be brought down. The park not for us, the park not for tick, not for animals, not for water, not for us. Now I can understand say well people are not go building now. Me a lawyer, I don't be a lawyer for over 20 years. I can tell you, say, we attitude in the salon is, once I put me use the na talk we go talk am. Now that attitude, I don't feel the problem that in the past. Say once I don't put me use they don't go do that again. Na talk we go talk am. If we not take decisive action against the one the way things say they're connected, and let people and see the example, then we just kind of talk no more. Okay, after 5 more years,
William, what do you make of what like this suggestion which Sonkita they give? So because as I say, normally when I can do the surveyor and go present the picture, I can make recommendations.
So I think what Sonkita suggested is consistent with what the government did in 2013, which is declare Western Area Peninsula a national park. And the national park, as we all know, has certain legal restrictions on the type of activities can go on there. So I think when government make laws, it left for all of we for respect those laws. And Salon, really the situation here is very challenging. Even if we compare to some of the other African countries like Rwanda, it's not impossible for expand forests. Right now Rwanda is doing it every single year, that they add more and more forests to their national parks. If you saw today in the international media, even globally for mangrove, since the last 20 years, mangroves are now expanding globally. Right now in Sierra Leone, everything is diminishing. So why for us it's a different situation when even we other African countries that are doing exactly what thing we're supposed to do. So we really need for follow the laws that we get. We don't make law for fun. And laws are made because they're inside the public interest. So definitely we want no one to continue what thing we do because otherwise really the situation it will be so bleak for everybody. We're not going to understand what to make us do that.
Yes, Tunis, if I can today.
I mean-
they end on the aspect of the communities, whole communities that will play in all of this.
So
I'll make a touch on meetings.
before we get to that, let me come back to you on solutions. Where I come, the first solution where I've been break everything down. Okay? And the 2022 Act give me the authority for break them places and down. Yeah. But then, mistake don't happen. Let's not even question it. Somebody decide for give legally, theoretically, legally, because Ministry of we lost it. Una na lawyer there. Una will go fight on somewhere. But let me tell you the problem.
Let me get you going to court.
No. My brother, I don't go to court. I get cases in a court where I was a public idea before say they know they ever call them out. Okay? This thing is thicker than waiting me and you to the Tina publicly for talking about her. A lot of people, when we discuss about Western area encroachment, they look at central government alone. You understand? Society living in the society is a contract between we living in the society. That contract don't break. Somebody give land to people, give them paper.
So the community then can inside.
We need for Salma. Let me understand a little bit. So when we left here, we were able to reflect and get response. So you remember, I said, the easiest solution, we seal the park. And I mean it. It is possible. How do we seal that park? All other than don't they inside it. We know the able broke them. If you decide for broke them, that same court within a court system, that court will hold you for 30 years until you lose confidence, you know the able good one.
So I don't go so on really they book the court say on for book day. I don't get an instance.
I get cases, yes. Even yesterday they came in Garden go to police for breaking house inside protected area. This man a witness in us. There are things we don't in us are good. So how do we what we are doing?
Yeah.
And I repeat, I agree with you for set example.
Yep.
But the example we for set, and for me is silly. Anybody tell you move the green belt, something is wrong with that person. The green belt stay where it is. We decide anybody where you don't build in a protected area, you pay proximity to fauna and flora. Waiting on the biodiversity offset, no, you pay penalty fee every year. Rolling Stone in Great United States, yeah? Where you live, as you go closer, that's where you pay tax. Nobody in a salon wants to pay every year $500 for living somewhere. Increase it. As you move closer, the money increases. If you put that, government will collect that money because government always broke now something.
Okay, I'll come to you, but yes, few you comment quickly.
So absolutely, I think say the issue you get where you say I get provision under the law but for enforcing a problem. Go to court. Now court they give you the ability now say this land na public land invested in NPA for the interest of the community. Any hosts where they inside there, okay, illegal and you not get norm basis.
You know, a citizen, you can do it.
Yeah, no, but we want una get the management authority.
Yeah.
And me willing for going to court for NPA, free of charge, no payment at all. If you agree with me, say, let's go to court, I will do that one day. We're going to court to get the judgment. We nullify all conveyances with the inside there. So now they forestall anybody from outside where they think, say, I want to go buy land inside the park. Okay, and then we come to those people now for can deal with them. So now you don't have any title to you host, we don't be, not till you get her again. Now the state gets them through NPA, and we get the ability for broker, or we get the ability to do something else with them. But then you have something in your hand to talk to them with and deal with. So for me, I think that would be the best solution.
Yes, Bala.
I think what Sheikh is saying, fine, it may apply in America, but in our system, I doubt it very much. Because if you're talking about like the Kiyama catchment, any amount of tax you want to collect from these people by year, $500 or $1,000 can never match the pollution we are making to the catchment. So that's out of the question. You know, just need to break it. That's it. Catchments, you don't play with it.
Yeah.
In China, they shoot you. They don't really care about law and talk about going to court. They shoot you. That's it. Rwanda, Kagame did the same thing till got everybody out of the park.
So why we're not able to make an
Well,
asylum?
that's the problem. We are scared to enforce the law and really do the necessary action. You know what?
Guma don't raise the alarm. We don't get him on we different platform than this program.
Yeah.
They talk about how the catchment areas all of a sudden they get water don't go and then we cannot go before supply water. So not only the either side we Guma they talk currently.
It's not even about the water. Look at Bari area. People are building below Guma Dam. We have even looked at some sort of thing to see what could happen in case that dam
There's a
breaks.
simulation where you see,
Look like 50,000-60,000 people will die overnight if there is small shake.
Yeah.
We are so lucky we don't have earthquake and all that. But weather patterns are changing, climate conditions are changing, anything can happen. In 32 years, I never had any landslide, never heard of a landslide in Takugama. But the day we had the landslide in Motome, we had 3 landslips around Takugama. Sheknos, you went and planted on one of them when you were at EPA, remember?
Yeah.
So things are changing.
Okay,
So
so
why
they
are
are-
we becoming a nation always reacting?
Fire brigade.
Yes. Why can't we prevent it before
Yes, yes. So Shaka, so they round up now. I want me to talk about the community approach to some of the issues there. So. Because again, at the community go either say you know what they respect the law or the flout law, which would they go through. So.
When it comes to protected area, I always tell people that there is no community because the law says, now I remember my brother in heart, it's a 1 mile of protected area, a restricted area, very, very restricted. But what's done they happen, people they come up from everywhere, they move in at different time. You go for example, in Bilbari right now. When I came here 5 months ago, the people in where I've been meeting, where I go visit there every month, then they change. As I go along the Western Area Peninsula, people then they change. Most of the people that with their own property and other places there, they live there. So now, the question, what will they do today? Will they move, will they meet them, will they talk to them, will they ask them, look, don't move a step. Will they broke houses there? I want to let everybody know this. Every day, with a broke, you need hammer, you need truck for broke house. Not so all house you able broke. This man I witnessed in place, I almost broke houses, but I don't. The house is so solid, I can't do it with my bare hands. Now, like, I'm not able.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes, Bala, so they round up. What you go left with people then?
Well, I think I can only say, to be honest, we are in a very, very, very bad spot.
Yep.
Probably we
Yep.
need to do a 1 minute of silence on this day, so say for us lost. Because we are not here to celebrate.
No.
Maybe we can do a 1 minute silence to commemorate and
Yep.
think
Yeah,
about
I
the
agree with
forest
you.
lost.
Yeah.
I think that would be the thing. Let people understand. This is disaster. It's about life and death. We are playing with it. We are thinking as if it's going to change. It's not going to change till we change. It's not going to change till government does the necessary action. Law enforcement can be done. The authorities that are there who have the mandate to do these things, they have the laws in hands. We just need to take the bull
So
by
if
the
we
horn.
can go raise the issues there, so we need the first gentleman here that person. You not see any tangible actions from government?
What else you want more than a statement from the first gentleman? When the Guma Valley problem was going on, it's public, SLBC covered it, he was standing there. He said, if una meet us, when my wife Fatima bio bila, una broke up. What else you want more than that from the president? That means he meant it. He wants to see every illegal construction within the green belt should be broken. If he even personalized it to his own wife, what are we waiting for?
Okay, thank you so much, Bala. Yes, William, as they round up now, when I don't do a lot of surveying, a day like this, when I don't come, same issues on I don't raise, you know, like how Bala say, if I not to time for celebrate, I time for really reflect and see, and when I get a real picture as to what the situation they like.
So today is World Environment Day, and the slogan for this year is climate action. and the UN Secretary General is really rallying everybody for come together for take action on this. So this is really why this show it is going today for mark this day. And as Drizzlik said in the video that you've been showing during the show, it better for let we take action before nature take action. And as Bala was saying, people that don't build roads even under Guma Dam, we don't see different countries like Libya 2 years ago in Derna. 12,000 people perished in seconds when the dam broke. It happened in Brazil, it happened in Congo. It go happen in Salon, God forbid. But we never believe landslide it go happen. And many people they believe it not going to happen again, and that one is not true, because every single day we are damaging our environment more and more. And this year, really things they look challenging. We have a super El Nino building, which means there's going to be really extreme weather coming up this year and next year. Extreme rainfall, and if we don't act, nature got act for it. So I think it's time for let we come together as one Sierra Leone and take the action we need to take.
Thank you so much. Yes, Tunis. So they are what you are left with people.
Let we all take responsibility for protect Sierra Leone, for protect Freetown. If we not protect Western Area Peninsula, would it destroy we heritage? Would it destroy we picking them? Would it destroy the system we the whole we for live? And would it destroy we breathing? The result, it would be terrible. This is not an exaggeration. A lot of people then go lost a lot of things if we don't protect Western Area Peninsula.
Thank you so much. Yes, and so Kita.
So my final one will be to the government, because the government gets responsibility for make sure say they take action. The Western area is a protected area. Law passed, we say, if they in this particular state. The government that they in charge of the country, and then get the instrument and then get the body them for enforce the law. And the ability they for do that one day, but then they refuse for do one because of the one they were involved. So my word will be to the government. If the government see them, things go really bad, now they will take responsibility. Now they will go blame tomorrow. Not to just say, oh, now the people are not agree. No, now we put the government in place for make sure they take the leadership and show the way. So let them can show the way for protect the peninsula forest. Let them take the action we require, not for just vex once and no more and then say, broke this oath. No. Now for vex now and vex tomorrow and vex for the next 20 years and clear the place and build the forest. So sustain the vex and then low clear things. Thank you.
On a very strong note indeed, the president for actually sustain the vex, including those who respond. But thank you so much. Sankita Conte, we are the managing director for Namati, a legal, research organization. They do a lot. I want to tell plenty thank you to Sheikh Tunis, with the executive director for National Protected Area Authority. We also want to tell thank you to William Hopkins, we are the WFP technical coordinator, as well as Bala, founder of Takugama Chimpanzee Sanctuary. This program, and a courtesy of the European Union, we been give support to WFP for bringing this program on SLBC on both radio and television as part of the Tidewina World Environment. We just pray that all within the technocrats, the people who get experience, we don't know what's in it, bad thing that we don't happen to the ground, don't talk. So a lot of people not go just listen, so in past, so we go take note of some of them things. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining and we hope so any people not go just talk when we are on international environments. They wanna for don't they push a lot around and everyday busy, like our balance say environment issue and everyday busy. Thank you so much for watching and listening to this program. And for another time, plenty thank you, and Mina Salmata Badi say tata. When music come up next.
Inside 2017, one bad landslide happened at Motome, where kill over 1,000 Salon man and woman them. People and wake and meet and famble them and property all don't bear under boku doti. The water crisis self don't begin bet with sober one. Pump and water side and on the dry. But all the law we Papa government some put for protect with forest. We Western Peninsula Park still lay under attack. Because people are not make Tkangayes for Brookstone, plant jamba, burn charcoal, and bill us who side and send for bill. If we check the size of the forest we don't destroy, Ibokupa so he put 9,000 football field together. The park will be the look with glady now we heart. Don't turn bonnet and pain now we eye. If we continue like this, by 2035, nothing no go left. Where government see the good thing them where the forest they bring to the Freetown people, like the water where we they drink, the fresh breeze where they blow, the way how we they protect we from flooding and them bad landslide them, and the copper where they put our pocket. Now I make in 2013, then declare the Western Area Peninsula Forest a national park by law. This one way governments do, enough for sure we say, we need for protect and safeguard the forest with the help Buma Valley for give safe drinking water to we all. Even the name Lion Mountain, where they can call Salone, now because of this forest. By law, nobody know for build house, burn charcoal, broke stone, mine, kill wild animal, plant rest or do any other farming activity outside governments don't say na national park. Nobody know for the collect copper outside other people and they suffer. The park na for all saloon man. If the park no dey, we now will get water, the country no go fine, and we now will get nothing for the Bambai. Time don't reach for we left for make like we don't know and understand the law. Time don't reach for make we come together as saloon man and woman them for protect we own. Let we left for fet nature, so nature no go fet we back. Let we all join on and protect we water, we freedom, and we identity. I was